Welcome to Jazz Time. JazzTime.com is an online store that buys, sells, trades authentic luxury watches. We make these videos so our customers can easily choose the best watch for themselves in the comfort of their own home. If you like this watch or would like to purchase at the lowest price anywhere online, click on the link in the description below to buy it at JazzTime.com. Today, I'll be reviewing the Rolex Oyster Perpetual 41 in stainless steel with a new reference as of 2025, 134300 with a silver dial. I'll tell you a little bit about the history of this watch, then I'll tell you about where it stands in the lineup of other similar Oyster Perpetuals, then I'll tell you about the case, bezel, dial, bracelet movement, finally try it on and give you my thoughts. So let's start. Okay, well, the Oyster Perpetual has been around for a very long time, but I would say that the modern Oyster Perpetual came about in 2020. And in 2020, they came out with a bunch of new colors, all the hot colors like hot pink, red, yellow, etc. Rolex doesn't really do these crazy colors, but they did it on their most basic model, which is the Oyster Perpetual, in 2020, and they did it. It was so successful that it made even the most basic Rolexes sell above retail, sometimes even more than double retail. For example, like the Tiffany dial, which is like a light blue turquoise looking dial, that watch would sell for more than double on the secondary market. And so it was really a smash hit doing these funky colors on their base model watches. And so that's a little bit about the history of this watch. Now, they did the Oyster Perpetuals even before this. They were doing a reference 114300, and they had different sizes. I think it was 39 millimeters. And then they went to 41, etc., etc. It's not a history lesson, so just to suffice it to say, this is the latest and greatest. It's the Oyster Perpetual 41, and has a reference 134300, and it was created in 2025. It's a new model. So there's a couple small differences about it. I'll go through it when I talk about the watch itself. So let's start with the first thing, which is the case. Oh yeah, I forgot to say, where does it stand in the lineup? Well, all the Oyster Perpetuals are in stainless steel. They do have still some funky colors, but they still retain the old colors that they had before. Silver is one of them, black, blue is another one, although they changed the shade of that. And then they add a few other cool colors here and there, like pistachio and beige. But this one that we're looking at here is the silver one. Okay, now with that said, let's move on and talk about the case. The case, if you compare it to the previous generation, it's a little bit thinner. It's than the previous generation. The previous generation had sort of thicker lugs, I would say. That's one of the things that changed. All right, it's a 41 millimeters. It's a large size. I think it's around 10 millimeters thick. It's a little thinner than a Datejust because the Datejust has a date. This one doesn't. And if you look at the case, it looks more or less the same, has the same style case as a Datejust, but you have a satin finish on it instead of an all high polish case. So the top of this watch is satin finish. All right, then the crown here is actually also a little bit bigger. Before it was a little bit small. It's kind of hard to unscrew and take off. Now they've adjusted that, and now the crown is a little bit larger. So that's also changed from the previous generation. Moving on to the bezel. The bezel has always been a dome bezel, and it probably will always remain a dome bezel because the Oyster Perpetual is a baseline. There's no fluted bezel, diamond bezel, this kind of thing. That would change it into like a Datejust. So there you have it. That's the bezel. It's domed. It's steel. It doesn't scratch that easily, and if it does, it can easily be polished. Let's move on to the dial now. Now this is one of their base model dials, and interestingly, Rolex decided to put silver, but put accents of gold. Now I thought that was rather interesting, as in really cool when they did that in the earlier model, and they continue to do that here. I just think it adds a little bit of flair to it as opposed to making the entire thing steel, which I think will be a little bit boring. So they added a little bit of gold here and really spiced it up, and in my opinion, quite nice. Since they don't have a date at the 3 o'clock position to keep the watch having some kind of, not symmetry, but some depth to it, they decided to put double hash marks at both the 3, 6, and 9, and I think that's a good idea. If you're not going to put a date, at least you put something so that you can see, what the it leaves some landmarks, so it's easier to tell time on, if you ask me. Okay, that is the dial. It's done in silver with some gold accents here. Okay, let's move on here and talk about the bracelet. Now, bracelet also pretty cool. It's in brushed steel, and this one has comfort extension, the previous generation also had it in 2020. The generation before that, before 2020, did not. So this comfort extension allows you to adjust the wrist size without having to use any tools. And if you look at also the buckle, the buckle here, notably different from the Datejust, it has the emblem recessed into the watch as opposed to on top of the watch or on top of the bracelet, which I think makes the watch a little bit more durable. And in some ways it looks better. It's hard to say it's a choice. But anyways, the whole bracelet is brush finish, which gives it a very rugged look, and it's not going to scratch as easily. Okay, let's move on to the movement here. The movement actually also is not changed. It's a 3230. It replaces the old 3130, and it has a power reserve of 70 hours, which is a pretty long time. It's almost 3 days. And so, yeah. Okay, time to try this watch on my wrist. Now, I like the Oyster Perpetual, and one of the reasons I like it in silver is because it really goes with everything. I think that you could wear this watch very easily as an everyday watch. It's not like a super stunning watch, but it is very much a Rolex, and it can be worn with pretty much any outfit. Silver goes with a lot of things, as opposed to if you buy something like, like green or some funky color like the Tiffany blue or something. Those colors are really hard to match. So I just think it's a great color for everyday use, and it's not that expensive as opposed to, for example, the pistachio or the beige, which are going way above retail. So I think the silver is a good choice for those who want to have a good looking watch, every bit of Rolex, but don't want to have it stick out too much. This is also a good choice. So for that, I'm going to give it a thumbs up, and if you'd like to buy it at the lowest price anywhere online, click on the link in the description below to buy it at jazztime.com.
If you want to find out more about the watch you just saw in the video, you can just click below on Show More to see the full description. Then you can check the link next to Model as seen in video, click on it, and you will get to the proper page where you can see all the details. If you're watching on a mobile phone, you have to click on the arrow down on the right hand side below the video to see the full description. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. If you would like to share this video with your friends, you can use the share button below and share it on any platform you like. If you have questions, constructive feedback, want to tell us about some mistakes or misspeaks, just write a comment below. If you want to see more videos like this, you should subscribe to our channel and visit our channel page where you can find all the videos. And if you're interested in a specific watch brand, you can check out our playlists. If you want to check the price for a watch or want to buy one, remember at jazztime.com you always get a steep discount, so you should check the prices with us. If you want to know the price for a specific watch, just go to Google, type in JazzTime, plus the brand, model, and the details you're interested in, and Google will find the right page for you. Thank you for watching.